The Insurance Professor on Perspicaciously Simple Speech. Does your sales pitch sound like a mixture of Pig Latin and a Dennis Miller comedy rant? If so, you're probably leaving business on the table. Keeping it simple is the key to communication. Some salespeople insist on using every brain cell to craft a perfect sales pitch. They design explanations for the logic and reason that supports buying their product using YouTube footage from the 2012 Scripps National Spelling Bee. While it sounds great in their heads, essential information is not sinking in because the client's brain is in turmoil. One of my favorite clients is a well-aged Italian guy who's a no-nonsense, shrewd, somewhat intimidating, self-made millionaire. About 10 years ago, I sold him the first of many insurance policies for his large family's estate planning need. Even then, I knew more than most of my peers, but I prepared for several hours for the meeting. I wanted to pull back the curtain and expose the inner workings of the policies I was recommending. I also talked about ownership options, premium financing possibilities, and the like. Thankfully, he liked me just enough not to boot me from his office, but instead he scolded me. He said this: "Stop. I can tell you know what you're talking about, but I'm not getting it. Start over and explain it to me like I'm a fucking child." He was dead right. I felt about 2 feet tall after he snapped at me. I was wasting his valuable time, and he really only needed to know the essentials. I gathered myself together and gave him the info using simple language and sold him that first policy. From then on, our meetings rarely lasted more than 20 minutes. Wasting his time could have resulted in him changing agents, or my waking up to find a severed horse head in my bed, or both. I've learned a lot as I worked with him and his family over the last several years. Those lessons are incredibly valuable, and here they are. Drop the industry jargon. Just because the person across from you is nodding his or her head, that doesn't mean that they understand what you're saying. If they leave to think about it, it might be so they can go Google some of the words you were using. Lesson 2. Use simple speech. There's no reason to use big words in a sales meeting. It makes you sound like a phony. Studies have shown that those who use large academic words are regarded as having lower intelligence. In other words, trying to sound smart makes you sound stupid. By the way, gudipens was the winning word in the 2012 National Spelling Bee. Ironically, gudipens could be used as a metaphorical substitution for sales pitch. Lesson 3. Focus on the result. Mr. Client, buying my product will make you happier, healthier, and wealthier. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. That's from Albert Einstein.